Well, guys, here I have some ideas for you to study for the test. So I'm going to share expressions or sentences you can use. So section one, for example, what do you do to protect the environment? Okay, guys. So some ideas here. So you can say, well, I try to take short showers and I keep them as short as possible in maybe less than 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes. And I don't keep the water running when I soap myself or apply like shampoo. So number two, I never litter. Litter is tirar basura. So number one, it pollutes rivers, pollutes, contamina. And second, it is about education to do it, okay? And number three, I save water. For example, I never leave the water running if I'm doing the dishes, or I turn off the faucet when I'm brushing my teeth. And faucet means el grifo o la llave del tubo. And I make sure no water is running. So number four, I also fix leaks. So, every drop of water counts. It is drinking water that is being wasted. So I also avoid consumerism. I try not to buy things that I don't need. I buy in bulk. So this is in great quantities and not small things. So I can avoid like the packaging. So it means less plastic. And six, I use wooden or bamboo straws. And because plastic is not an option for me. By the way, people, straws means pajillas. So they are like disposable. The plastic is disposable. Dispose means que se bota, okay? And they kill other species. And number seven, I use clothes bags, bolsas de tela, when I go grocery shopping. Or if I need to go to a trip, I use the clothes bags. So section number two, give recommendations, solutions for some problems. You need to use three expressions. It is important to, it is a good idea to, it is a good idea not to, in the verb. So for example, how can we avoid like wasting water? So first of all, you turn off the faucet or the tap when not in use. So important, people, faucet and tap is la llave del tubo. You fix leaky pipes, tuberías que tienen goteras o que gotean. And also, it is important to check your toilet or shower for leaks. So, next topic, how can we save electricity? So, number one, it is a good idea to unplug, desconectar, to unplug all the electronic devices. So the devices are aparatos or electrical appliances, electrodomésticos, appliances when not in use. So also, it is a good idea to change traditional light bulbs to LED. So the light bulbs, bombillos. Also, turn off the lights when not in use. Don't use the dryer, la secadora. It is better to hang your clothes under the sun. Hang is colgar, or use a clothesline. The clothesline is that line where you put all the clothes to dry, or use just sunlight, or dry your clothes outside. Okay, so in that way you are like more environmentally friendly. So the other one, well, you're not going to try to solve the global warming; it's too complex. But maybe what can be done to reduce endangered species? Endanger en peligro. So number one, not to hunt, not to cut down trees. Also, it is important to grow like native plants or trees that animals can use to feed. This is alimentarse. They can use to feed or as a habitat where they live. So also, I don't buy, neither keep animals in cages because, animals are free. So in cages, jaulas, are not a good idea to keep animals. And I take injured animals to rehab centers, injured, lastimados, to rehab centers. Rehab is a rehabilitación, or zoos. People, important. What can be done to prevent littering? This is tirar basura. Okay, number one, no littering, not to litter. Don't throw like trash out of your window. For example, if you are like riding the bus or a car, don't throw trash. And also important, pick up the trash you find. That's very simple. Plastic, especially. Make people pay fines. You know why fines? Those are like multas. So it is a good idea for people to pay fines if they litter. When you visit a park or a beach, remember, take out everything that you bring in. You take it home, you take it to the waste basket, and recycle and educate children about the importance of disposing the trash properly. And we have water pollution. What can be done? Okay, number one, protect the water sources, fuentes, and pick up the trash. Make up like cleanup campaigns to pick up trash in rivers or near water sources. And this is extremely important. Not to pour, vertir the fat or oil or grease or chemicals down the sink. The sink is where, lavamanos, right? So it's better if you have like a bottle or a jar where you put all the oil. And do not dispose chemicals like motor oil and other automotive fluids into the sanitary sewer. This is cañería o alcantarillado, the sanitary sewer or the sewer systems, because everything there goes to the river and to the oceans. And we have erosion. Okay, number one, not to cut down trees, avoid deforestation, and plant more trees or plants or shrubs. Shrubs are like arbustos to prevent landslides, deslizamientos, or build terraces. Okay, terraces are like a good idea also here. Guys, you will need to use like some of these words in the test. I will have all these words in papers, and you need to use them. For example, pollute. For example, you can say, I never pollute. Or to pollute is a bad idea. Or when people pollute, they destroy the environment. For example, litter, tirar basura. So I can say, well, if people litter, they should pay fines. Waste. To waste water is a bad idea. Save. I try to save water and electricity. Unplug. I unplug devices that are not in use. Faucet. I turn off the faucet. Cierro la llave. I turn off the faucet when not in use. Tap. I turn off the tap when not in use. Leaks. Water leaks waste a lot of water, fuel, combustible. Do not use the car, or use the car only for long distances, so you consume less fuel. Raise awareness. We need to raise awareness about environmental problems. Okay, and guys, you have the last section for the exam is like advantages and disadvantages, ventajas, desventajas about technology. Advantages, number one, it makes access to communication easier and faster. The borders, fronteras, disappear, and you get to know people in places with no need to travel. Number three, it helps improve like medical procedures or health with equipment, more access to information. And you can learn anything you want and develop other skills. People can use cameras at home for security reasons. So there is like more safety, más seguridad, more safety. And also you can save time. So you no longer need to go to places. You can do everything from a phone or a computer. Disadvantages. It makes access to communication easier and faster. Oh, guys, that's not a disadvantage. Okay, let me see what happened here. Okay, just let me share for a moment. Okay, guys, so I'm going to continue here. Okay, guys, so I made the changes and now I have the disadvantages, okay? So number one, it isolates people, especially social networks. Isolates, aísla. Number two, people get distracted easily. You know, there are like many distractions. You have computers, you have televisions, you have the smartphone, many distractions. And cyberbullying and other crimes are more frequent, especially in social networks. And people get lazier and depend on technology. And last one, people do not do exercise or stay outdoors. So I stay outdoors, salir. So they prefer to stay home and play with the phone, play with the computer, play with the tablet. So they don't go and walk, they don't practice activities which are like more active. So guys, I hope these small ideas you get and you practice with some of these ideas and you get a better grade in this exam, okay? So, and I hope you have a nice weekend, okay? Well, bye, guys.